Wet weather this week has already caused scenes of flooding, and there is more wet weather as Storm Ciarán arrives overnight tonight, bringing with it torrential rain and strong winds, which is set to lead to widespread disruption in the south. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Wednesday, first.
Causes the scenes of flooding that we saw with Nithya in Northern Ireland. So we have our next named storm coming overnight tonight. You may think that the torrential rain we had last night with Storm Ciarán, no, that was just a normal spell of wet and windy weather for this time of year, and that's the band of rain moving north. This is what we have coming in tonight, and the focus for the storm tonight into tomorrow is across southern areas of England and Wales. It was a few weeks ago that we had Storm Babette in the north, but it's tonight that we see the storm moving into the south. So warnings for wind and rain through southern areas of England and Wales, up to 80 millimetres of rain. That brings the risk of flooding, and up to 85 mile an hour gusts of wind right along the south coast of England and Wales, and that is set to cause widespread disruption through southern areas tonight into tomorrow. So here's the details. So it's just wind and rain, yet again, is the name of the game. So this is the very latest satellite and radar image. The last few mornings, we've had beautiful sunshine, cold, frosty conditions for Scotland. Today, the rain has finally set in. So the rain's clearing from Northern Ireland. Welcome news here after the flooding yesterday, but a wet day to come across Scotland. This whole band of rain moves north. Elsewhere, a band of heavy showers moving through London and the home county. Good morning to you. A storm is brewing, Storm Ciarán. It may well have felt like we had that overnight last night. That was just a normal spell of wet and windy weather. This is the band of rain moving north, but the pressure sequence picks out this. This is Storm Ciarán arriving overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, and the isobars tightly packed shows just how windy, very heavy with gusty winds as well. But how do things pan out as we head through the next 7 days? So let's take a look at our 7-day outlook. And I think temperature-wise, it's really not that interesting as we head through the next few days. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, temperatures below average. It's cool. It is the rainfall that is the big issue. So percentage chance of rainfall is high for today with that band of rain moving northwards. It's worth pointing out the storm is just focused in the south, but there's still bands of heavy rain in the north, and showers continue through the weekend into next week. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Again, temperature-wise, we're sitting below average, but it's the percentage chance of rainfall that will be the issue. The accumulation of rainfall over the next few days as this storm arrives tonight and tomorrow brings the risk of flooding and further wet weather into the weekend and next week. Yes, an important forecast today because tonight a storm arrives, Storm Ciarán. If you think that the wet and windy weather we have now is Storm Ciarán, that's just normal wet and windy. This one here moving in tonight into tomorrow morning has been named because it's set to cause widespread disruption through the south of the UK, so southern areas of England and Wales. Warnings for strong winds and for heavy rain. Rain of up to 80 millimetres, winds of up to 85 miles an hour through the southwest coast of England and Wales and the southeast coast of England as well for tomorrow. For today, yes, there's heavy rain and strong winds. They move northwards and then the storm arrives tonight. So a wet start to the day for Northern Ireland. The rain thankfully clearing there after the flooding and after sunshine for recent days. Scotland finally having rain. Cold enough here, bumping into the cold air for snow across the tops of the Scottish mountains. So a miserable end to the day across northern areas of Scotland as that rain looks set to continue. Then heavy blustery showers move in from the west with interspersed spells of sunshine, and from the southwest later, here comes Storm Ciarán. Good morning to you. A storm is brewing, and it's Storm Ciarán. It arrives overnight tonight. The latest pressure sequence shows rain across the country today. This is not Storm Ciarán. This is just normal autumnal wet and windy. This is Storm Ciarán arriving tonight and lasting much of tomorrow. The impacts most likely through southern areas of England and Wales. For today, good morning to you. A storm is brewing. Storm Ciarán arrives tonight. Today, we have heavy rain and strong winds. That's just normal autumnal wet and windy weather. Here's our band of rain on the latest radar. A wet day for Scotland where we've had sunshine over the last few. So heavy rain clears Northern Ireland. Welcome news after their flooding. Heavy rain moves through northern areas of England. Brighter skies follow, but sunshine and blustery heavy showers this afternoon. Temperatures actually around about average, but strong winds start to strengthen in the southwest ahead of this band of rain. And this is Storm Ciarán that arrives overnight tonight into tomorrow.